ladies and gentlemen, for the 812th time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that dude called Mike, aka El Black Hand Day.
Yeah.
As well as that dude called Unit, aka Ryan Braun. As well as myself, Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
Yeah. What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today?
Yeah. So, Mike, you want to put Erykah Badu...
back to where we was going with this.
You want to put Erykah Badu pussy juice in the water supply?
Yes.
I don't know if it's the pussy juice necessarily. What I was thinking was...
Or the actual physical part of it.
Well, like when you said that, I thought of... I've seen something advertised recently, and it was like a flavor additive for water, but it's not really a flavor additive. It's a scent. So, like... It's almost like a scratch and sniff water bottle or some shit that's like supposed to make your water taste better. It's to help people drink water that don't drink water. So like maybe you do something like that where you've got a scent add-on.
Check this out. I thought about this too because after I just saw something on Instagram. What if you could concentrate and put it into chemtrails?
You gotta put it into chemtrails.
Spray it in the air. Just spray it in the air.
We're fully immersed now.
Yeah, I'm trying to change the world. You know, we're trying to change the world.
We're fully in with the conspiracy theories at this point.
Yeah,
I'm not saying chemtrails aren't real, because I see them too.
But
you know,
if we could change the world by fucking seeding some clouds,
the stuff they put into the sky already. Why can't they just throw a little Erykah Badu pussy scent up in there?
I guarantee Erykah Badu scent would change everything. It would fucking put the world back on the right path.
I think that just might be.
You know what I mean?
I can't argue against it.
Run across the grid in the sky, let the clouds form, but just let that rain pour down on you. Just be outside. Just be outside for a second.
Let that natural rain just fall on you.
Yeah, get some earthing in. And then the next morning you're gonna wake up.
Earthing in.
Yeah, get that.
Get one of them earth grounding.
That's it.
Get one of those grounding blankets to sleep on.
Yeah. And then let that earth spin that 360-degree rotation. That full 24 in.
I think there's something to it, Mike. If we did a full 360-degree, we do 365 days a year. Erykah Badu pussy being like seeded into the clouds.
Yeah.
Like how are things?
There's that much stockpile.
You can concentrate.
You gotta
make concentrate. We can do this.
Look, if they can make the stuff they make,
exactly,
they can make something that's the essence of Badu.
Yeah.
See, and it'd be like a perfume almost.
And then imagine everybody transcending into this Baduism of a world.
Everybody would walk around in dashikis and big ass weird hats and shit,
playing flutes,
right?
And just happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you.
Just happy.
Everybody, you know what?
We be happy.
It all goes back to Star Trek. One of the early Next Generation episodes where they go to this planet that's like a recreational planet, but everybody just be fucking. It's like Vegas.
Yeah.
But everybody's just like, we do massages and we have sex and it's all good.
Think about that, Jew. It can happen, man. It's better than getting sprayed with the fucking Kim K shit, like.
Oh my God! See, maybe that's what's been happening.
You know what? It could be.
That's what's wrong with the world.
Be because the Kardashians. There's more Kardashians than there is Badu.
That's right. They seeded Kardashian snatch into the clouds for the last 20 years.
Ain't been fucking trying to do that shit. I guarantee you, she got that shit fucking commercialized.
We'd have been better off if we could have got some Nikki Hilton sprayed up in the air back in the day.
No, you mean Paris Hilton?
No, Nikki's the better one.
Yeah,
that's why you don't. That's why you don't recognize her immediately. Like Nikki Hilton was the one you wanted. Paris is the one that she wants to blow. You're like, okay, you know what I mean?
You're like,
Nikki's the one that Nikki's the one that it would have been cool to like settle down with. You know what I mean?
You know what? You got a point there.
Nikki's a settleable Hilton.
Yeah, okay, a settle.
She's a settleable Hilton.
Because there's not a settleable fucking Kardashian.
Right, there's not a settleable Kardashian.
Not at all.
You can't daily one of them.
No,
I could daily Nikki Hilton, but I can't daily a Kardashian. I couldn't daily Paris.
No, hell,
you know what I mean?
No. All that shit's just all headache right there. Nia Long says she back out in the streets. Hell yeah, Nia. Good girl.
You gonna shut down your wedding vows and go chase down some Nia Long in the streets?
Nah, just I know she out there. Go ahead and get it, girl.
Good on you, dog. I appreciate that, you committed man.
Yes, I am. But if Janet comes along, she already know. That's
You gotta
my
pass. You gotta pass for Janet.
That's it.
That's what's up.
Or if a broad like Oprah comes along, can change the life for the better.
So, like, let me ask you this: if Oprah wanted you to come be Stedman and was going to give you enough money that you could throw some money back at your boo thing and at least give her a nice life, would you be like good with just being Stedman's locked up in the cage, and you've got enough money that your family's being well taken care of now?
As long as I can see my kids.
You got to get masking around when you don't get to see the kids.
Yeah, as long as I get to see the kids.
So Oprah's keeping you in a box of shit with the gimp outfit on, and you're like, yeah, I'm good with that.
I'll be okay. You know what I mean? Oprah, I bite Oprah, boy. Shit.
Oprah pull him out of box once a week.
Yeah, shit.
Unzip the dick hole. Get it on.
My dick hole, you glory hole, you man.
Look, hey, look, I'll be good. Look, she give me my motherfucking vitamins to keep me vital. My dick working straight. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, it's interesting. That's the sacrifice.
I get to see my kids, but I take out the ice cream. So, Dad, can you ever leave? I can't ever leave.
Nah, he's out the box once every other week. Gonna get to see the kids.
But I can't ever leave the property, so it's all good.
He gets 2 weekends a month with his children, and other than that, he's on this property locked up. Because you're the one that made up how Stedman lives.
Yeah.
So if you're able to wrap your head around this concept, how Stedman's locked up in the guest house.
Like, she got me working out constantly. I'm a fit motherfucker too, man. You know what I mean? I lost all this weight, like. Yeah, I mean, on her diet.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
She keep me young and strong.
Right.
You know what I mean?
She's got him on testosterone replacement. She got him out there running. Yeah. She's got him literally in a box like Ivan Drago, doing all that exercise shit like Ivan Drago.
Got me monitoring the oxygen tank and all that shit, man. I'm being take care of like a Kobe cow, you know?
Right, you're like Kobe beef.
Yeah,
Mike is literally walking around a fucking field of shit, and Oprah's sitting on the porch in a rocking chair. Like, there you go.
Looking like Mr. on fucking on Color Purple. That's what she's sitting on the chair. That's my meat right there. Come here, Gail. You want to try some of this grade A, Gail?
Like Kai's color purple in you.
Yeah.
Oprah color purple in you for real.
Come here, Gail. You want to try some of this grade A? Mike, get your ass over here.
Come over here and fuck Gail King, Mike.
Okay. Got you. Goddamn it, Gail, you better take this dick.
Michael, don't talk to Gail. Just fuck him.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing. Got you.
Yeah, Mike's working out to this music right here. Like Oprah's like, you see that man out there in the field right there? And Gail's like, yeah, I see him. It's like, yeah, that's Michael. He's a new one.
Oprah's gonna whisper to me, what are you gonna do? I will destroy her.
What are you gonna do to that pussy, Mike?
I will destroy it.
Motherfucker out here working out his shit. He's on the fucking incline treadmill that's slowly going up.
Machine breathing into the fucking thing.
Yeah, he's underwater. He's literally in water on a treadmill running with tubes around his head with bubbles coming out.
Yep, getting it. This is my specimen.
Yeah. He's hitting red square pads at like 17 Ks per square inch.
Gail's like, Oprah, you did it.
Gail's like, Oprah, can I get some of that dick? And then this is what happens. This music starts playing.
The alarm going off and everything.
Right. Just like, Michael, get up here and fuck Gail King.
That's it.
It's the music that plays when Mike fucks Gail King. In front of Oprah at Oprah's behest.
Yep. Gail, do you like that? I knew you would, bitch. Now go tell everybody what I have in stock.
Like Gail shows up and Oprah's like, dick for you!
Yeah, you get this dick. You
Michael.
get this dick. You get this dick. I have made it so he can last very long.
Kept him in a box away from his children.
Yeah.
He only sees them once every other week. If you don't fuck your king good, Michael, you don't get to see your kids this week.
Look, Stedman's mad as shit because he's over there because she's got him in, like, he's in the field in the wheelchair. He's just sitting in the field in the wheelchair because he's depleted.
He's worn out.
Yeah, he's just looking.
Stedman worn out, and she brought in a man 40 years younger.
He's looking and he's just happy as shit. It ain't him no more. He get to see the sun again.
Stedman's out riding around like fucking Andy Dufresne crossing the fucking Mexican border.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And your ass is stuck in the house, not seeing your kids.
He'd have left the box for me. Mike, if you ever get out, remember the place I told you to go.
San Juantaneo. Go to San Juantaneo, Michael. One day.
If you ever get free, I'll be there waiting on you.
I'll be there working on a boat. You can come help. We're the former men of Oprah. Michael and Stedman.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I went down to this place, man, that had these boats to get oil from them, right? There was a boat. I was looking at the names on all these boats, and there was this one boat that kind of pissed me off. Its name was Drug Money, and it had the prescription sign as the R in Drug Money. I'm like, I bet your motherfucking ass is one of them sons of bitches that prescribed all these people out here.
Yeah.
And paid for this fucking
right.
boat. And you got the nerve to have it on your boat. Like, you're a fucking dick.
Yeah, that's a bit much. Like, if I had cocaine money, that'd be one thing.
Yeah, it'd be different.
Like, that's like, oh, you're trying to party people up,
but
trying to
this
help
motherfucker
out.
has the prescription R written in the
You're
drug.
running that RX money.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, you really put it out there. Oh, and I mean, it's a nice ad. It
We
was
sold
nice
a lot of
motherfucking
Oxycontin.
boat. That's what I had. That's what I figured. I was like, this motherfucking boat is like some shit that you could catch a shark with. Like, it was that nice of a fucking boat.
That's another thing I still think we should do, because the Jew's getting himself all fired up at this point to go catch a real shark in the real boat in the real ocean with the real water in the real big boat. I still think we need to charter a motherfucking boat and go out there with the cameras.
And look, and I'm calling it because this is what would happen. Me and you would catch something that'd be worthy. And this motherfucker would be so pissed off the entire
What would
the
make
rest
him mad?
of the fucking day.
What would make him real mad is when you get a picture of me kissing a shark on the cheek, and then we throw his ass back in.
See, now you going too far. Now you the white boy with it now.
Nah, that's
you want
right.
to kiss the shark on his cheek. And
I'ma
shit.
kiss that shark on the cheek.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they ain't no captain gonna sign that up for that.
He and I gonna have a grin on his face. The shark will.
So you gonna get a sand shark then?
I don't know. I don't know, Drew. We gonna catch a shark. They and I, yeah, that's right. It's gonna be a happy looking shark.
But you would be pissed the fuck off because that's what would happen. Yeah, you would. You would be mad as fuck if me and yes, you would.
You've been mad at Kid for how long?
I ain't mad at Kid.
Look, if me,
I just like giving Kid shit.
If me and Mason caught a shark that day, me and him both caught a good sized shark that we could have mounted.
An 8-footer. I pull an 8-foot tiger out the water.
Upset. You would be upset that day, and if you didn't catch one, you would be heated.
Nah, we don't catch one.
No. I'm saying if that happened, you would be mad as fuck. You'd be like, man, what the fuck, man? I'm the real fisherman out here. These motherfuckers, this fat motherfucker over here, he don't ever fish.
See,
You know what I'm saying?
but that would be the fun of it when the Jew catches himself a baby shark and I got an 8-foot tiger. You know what I'm saying? Like that would piss you off. If I pull out a fucking tiger
He'd
shark.
get upset. He'd be mad. He'd tell the captain, "Nah, man, you got me on the fucking fucked up side of the water, man. You ain't take me over there to that water. I know where I need to catch mine at. You need to take me over there to that water. I see it over there. It's calling me."
Yeah, he'd be like, y'all don't see this water right.
We can't go that way. There's just not. We're not chartered for that. Y'all deny me my greatness.
Captain's gonna be bringing the boat back in, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, look, Captain, man, come on now. I need to get another little bit of time up in here, man. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't caught a shark worth the damn haven't yet, man. My boys, they're gonna be giving me a hard time for. I need you to stop the boat right now."
I can tell you where to go. There's this glory hole, man. You just gotta watch me at the end.
They might just pop out and scare you.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Man, they just gonna be singing that Baby Shark song to me for the next however long. If I don't catch a real shark, I got this little baby dinky shark I caught. Oh no."
Look, we would dock, right, and he'd be out on the shore or on the fucking pier the whole rest of the fucking night and the day.
Yeah. We'd be like chilling on the couch. You know what I mean?
wonder where he at. He's still out
Pictures of
there.
us with our 8 and 10 foot tiger sharks, and the Jew's gonna be sitting there with like a fucking 2-foot nurse shark. Like, oh man,
Nah, he'd be out there.
I need to get out here on the dock
He
and
would
try
chop
to catch
that
another
little
one.
shark up and put it on the hook.
Do you remember the scene in Jaws where they took the roast and the pork roast or the loin or whatever, and they put it on a big ass hook and tied it to the dock with the tire and threw it out in the water and went out there chilling on the fucking dock when the shark came and ripped and broke the dock? Mm-hmm. Would you ever try some shit like that?
No,
Because that seems like your style.
that was just tied on a rope or something, right?
It was
That rope-
chain. It was a chain with the tire as the tire as the float with the hook on
Yeah,
it.
but when they were gonna just hand reel this thing back in, right?
They were thinking, I guess,
theory.
that the dock was strong enough to not have the
Break
shark
away,
rip
yeah.
the dock apart. You know what I mean? Because they
still
tied it.
kill the motherfucker or shoot it or stab it to
what
bring
I'm
it back in. You
what
know
I'm
what saying?
thinking is like we do
I
that.
would not do hand fishing.
You'd have to have like a 454 SUV, like a. You know, like back in those days, like a Suburban with a
Or something to
454
pull
four-wheel
that bitch.
drive, and you chain it to the back of that sucker. You know, the 4,800 pound fucking SUV. You know what I mean? In 4-wheel drive with the chain to the back of that. And then you got the thing out there. I could see doing it. And then, we got him. Now drive it onto the land. You know what I mean? That would have been an
I'm
amazing
gonna get on
sequence.
the boat. Fuck with something that big. I'm gonna fuck with it on the boat. Cause I'm not gonna try to.
But you
I'm not
agree.
gonna trust a truck or something like that. Try to pull that shit out. You know what I mean?
If I'm going on the boat, I'm bringing the AK. Fuck the
Well, yeah.
bullshit. I'm
Well,
gonna be
yeah,
out there with the,
something that big, yeah,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
out there with the AK. And with that motherfucker, you remember the scene in the movie when the shark comes by? He's got a little 380 fucking revolver, and he's ping at it and like nicking it on the neck and everything.
Yeah.
Fuck all that, dog. You put me out there with the AK, 30 rounds in it, rat-a-tat-tat, punch out the chopper on him. It's over. We're going home. You know what I'm saying? It's over, dude. The movie's over.
It's a wrap.
There's no need to throw a fucking tank in his mouth and let Quint get 8 on the back of the boat. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to go
I
through
don't know
all
why
that.
you would.
I'm not trophy hunting
I
that
don't need
shark
to fish.
at that
I don't
point.
need to catch no big ass shark like that.
See,
You know,
if
like a
that's-
10, like a 12, like a 15-foot great white, 500 pound.
if he's killing,
catch that?
that's what I'm saying. If he's killing everybody, like catching it is like the classic way of getting rid of it in a
Yeah,
sense.
there's something like
But
that,
like,
but-
I'm taking this rifle out here, and once we get close enough that he swims by the fucking boat, I'm shooting his
Well,
ass.
yeah.
Like for sure. Even if we get him, you know, with the hook and we get him up close to the boat, fucking shoot him. He's been eating all the children. Right? You gotta shoot that motherfucker.
Somebody says, think about the kids. Who's thinking
Think about the kids.
children?
That woman slapped Brody in the face. Said, you knew.
Yeah.
And they said, no, you didn't. And he said, yeah, I did.
Because fucking that's what they do to animals, and that's what gets me. So the animal does what the animal does. Kill somebody because that person was in where the animal was at, that was doing what the animal
Right,
does.
right.
And now because the animal did that, now you gotta kill him. You know,
Kill the animal.
save Harambe. You know, even though he's already gone. R.I.P. Harambe.
Yeah, I mean-
you know what I mean? Like, goddamn, animal did what it was.
Harambe was a whole other scenario. He tried to help.
He tried to help, but them motherfuckers
They
still
shot him.
killed him.
See, but that's how it goes, dog.
Yeah,
that's how
I mean-
life is, man. You try to help somebody and they fucking hurt you.
Yeah, but
They kill you.
I'm like, goddamn, animals only doing what an animal knows what to fucking do.
Right.
So just because the animal did its automatic
But
instinct,
animals are still, though, they're like a special thing, though. Because, like, even when they do damage like that, like, you remember the tiger or whatever that jumped out the enclosure in San Diego and ran down to 3 dudes that were throwing shit at it?
yeah,
He didn't kill anybody else.
yeah, because see, here's the thing:
He caught the motherfuckers that were fucking with him and killed them.
tigers are also
And then he was like,
known-
all right, bet, we're good.
tigers are known to be vindictive because tigers, remember, they know who fucked with them.
Right, but that's
And they
to
go
me
when
a
they're-
sign of intelligence. Because
is, that
if
is.
they'll also know if I'm nice to them.
Exactly.
If I'm like, yo, dog, I got you a Snickers. What's up?
Which
you know
makes
what I mean?
me
He's
think
gonna be like,
about
oh
fucking
shit, this dude brought me a
whoever
Snickers
was,
bar.
If it was Sigmund or Freud, whoever got eaten was the asshole to the fucking tiger that they had.
I think that tiger didn't know his own strength, is the way I heard it. Is that the tiger was just being like, oh, Sigmund, you're a trip. And he's like, oh, nah. You know, like,
Well, if Sigmund needed to drink his goddamn milk and get his fucking vitamin D up,
I don't know, dog. Once them big ass teeth impale your fucking neck or whatever the fuck.
because I see them fucking cats over and the Arab cats with the pet lions and shit, you know, sitting there with them and whatnot. I'm like, all that motherfucker needs to do is just turn one good time, and that's your arm. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like the idiots that put their arm in fucking alligator's mouth and their
Well,
heads
that's
and
like
shit.
what Tyson was saying, you know, like it's hard to fucking like be the dominant creature around the tigers, but you have to be
Yeah.
like the leader of the pack if you're gonna live with and amongst tigers.
Yeah. You
But
have to.
tigers are like
But tigers
way
are
scarier
solo.
than lion.
They're fucking the most powerful
Yeah.
of the big cats.
Yeah, they're way scarier.
You know what I mean? They're solo and they fucking hold they hold vendettas. Like they understand who fucked with me, and I'll get that motherfucker who fucked with
But a
me.
lot of these big brain animals hold that vendetta shit like elephants, man. They come back. Remember we were talking about the elephant that came back to the
Fucking funeral, yeah. Now that motherfucker, elephants don't forget shit. Dolphins are fucking smart shit. They like just fucking. Yeah, they get high off a jellyfish. Like
No, pufferfish.
A pufferfish, yeah.
Yeah, they pass the puffer fish.
Think about that.
Yeah, dog.
They
Like,
pass
they're like,
the
yo,
puffer.
I got the puffer fish. You want to hit this?
Yo, hit this motherfucker.
And they
Yeah,
toss the
toss
puffer
that
fish
motherfucker on over.
Like, you imagine being the puffer fish? He's like, dog, man, I'm just trying to fucking
Yeah,
puff
like,
shit.
God damn it. Yo, here come that pod again.
He's
Fuck.
like, here was God gave me these toxins to keep people from eating me, and these motherfuckers, they ain't eating me.
But
They
see-
just chewing me up and spit me out.
The puffer fish are the plug. You see what I'm saying?
They're literally the product.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
not the
okay,
plug,
yeah, they're not the blood of the product, yeah.
Dolphins
but-
be like, oh shit, dog, is that a puffer fish?
Yo,
Hell
I
yeah.
found a whole school of them. Shut
Pass
up,
that
word up, son.
motherfucker.
A whole school of the motherfuckers?
Pass
Yes.
that motherfucker.
Let's
Oh, you mean
get
I
it.
can have my own and you can have your own?
Yeah, man, fuck it, all right. Let's get fucked up out
They be
here.
eating the pufferfish and to make them trip.
No, they chew on
They
them
chew on them.
and they get high.
Because the poison that the pufferfish secretes, they get high off of it.
What
Yeah.
kind of poison is it?
I don't know, but we can't do it.
It don't.
we can't do it.
Yeah, I mean,
No, this-
wouldn't that be a trip if we could puffer fish with them?
Because
catch him all the time.
pufferfish is also apparently is a delicacy
I
in
take a bite out of one
sushi,
of them bitches.
but you gotta cut it right.
Or it kills you.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man. Maybe we do need to look into the tripping powers of puffer fish. I ain't got shit to live for. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Puffer bitch, puppet.
Puffer fish.
Yeah,
This
puffing on
motherfucker
his
said
puffer
puffer
fish.
fish.
Bitch, puppet.
Yo, shout out to Kyle for the pipe. And fucking Jew Unit can't even put words together now.
Fuck, it's just like them. What's them frogs? The
Serrano and
yeah,
toads.
yeah. Those same thing. Same with them.
Well, they're like the toads. You put them on glass, and they excrete something onto the glass. You
Yeah.
let it dry, and then you scrape it off with a razor blade. And I think you smoke it, or
I
you.
thought a motherfucker would lick the motherfuckers. Do that shit.
I think you can, but I don't think it like works the same.
Gotcha.
You can lick them, but like I'm pretty sure I looked into it at one point. The technical way that you really extract it and have it be like a useful thing is you put them on a clean piece of sheet of glass and then razor blade off the stuff after it
The
dries.
residue after it dries.
And then I guess you smoke it or you sniff it or you put it on your tongue or I don't know. I don't really know how to properly ingest toad venom. But,
Yeah.
you know, it's good times right there.
But think about the motherfucker that had the first ever come across shit like that, though. When you think about
Well,
it.
that's one of
He
those
just
like
licked it.
that's one of those ancient
He
alien.
just grabbed it and licked it. Went to eat it, but he licked it.
Well, that's one of those
Because it
ancient
tasted
alien
nasty. They got
theories.
all fucked up, and he's like, I gotta find it again.
Yeah, right. Could be.
time.
Could be.
But like the ancient alien theories about like ayahuasca and shit, right? In the
Yeah.
Amazon rainforest, you got like two plants that you blend together to have DMT be like suitable in your system to
Yeah.
trip. But there's like 6 million plants or whatever in the fucking
Fuck
Amazon.
ton of 'em.
So
Fuck
how the
ton
fuck
of
do
'em.
you
How do you
know
fuck-
I'm gonna mix this one with this
Yeah.
one when you're like a prehistoric ancient society or some shit? I don't know, dog.
Like, I just
Scary
put this
shit.
together and this just happened to work.
They say that the aliens came down and like, you know what I'm saying? Told them put these two together.
Or before they
How
left.
the aliens know, bro? Which ones? The aliens just doing all things up
Oh,
there?
they're probably got super tech, right?
Yeah, they already
So-
had it already set up.
So like if you're like an alien like with Star Trek technology, you gonna pull up in the fucking Enterprise and be floating around the planet and be like, yo, what kind of plants they got down there? And then you could bring up a whole list of shit and be like, all right, so what do they got that we can make some DMT with to help these monkeys get smart? You know what I'm saying?
Or look, they could have already been here and be like, you know what? Here, let's leave these motherfuckers with some kind of instructions.
Well, plus they could just be like, yo, we showed up with these two plants. We came down, we put them in the ground, and a couple years later we came back and said, yo, blend these two together and you guys can trip
Yeah.
balls. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have literally brought the plants from another world.
There was a lot of shit that could have happened that we don't know because we wasn't there.
Well, the theories can be so infinite because we weren't there.
Exactly.
And any history of it has all been wiped away.
That too.
You know?
So any theory you put out there could have
right.
a good possibility of happening.
Right, like Star Wars took place a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far, far away.
Yeah,
right?
yep.
They have some crazy tech, man. That shit goes on anywhere, all the time, everywhere. Who knows?
That'd be tight though to travel to other universes. See your other selves in the multi-dimensional world.
Dude,
that's
I don't know,
out there.
bro. I think it'd be a little freaky to see yourself out in all these other multi-dimensionals
I
and
don't
shit.
think I'd be freaked out by it. I think I'd be more intrigued by how somebody turned out.
You would be disgusted or jealous or angered or
all of that shit.
all of these like feelings that you would
It
feel
would
as
be a
you're
whole bunch of them.
right,
You know
because
what I mean?
they say like every possibility is infinite, and
Exactly.
there's infinite multiverses where every possibility is occurring.
There's a fucking poor ass me living on the street, probably fucking some crackhead bitch with no teeth right now. There's probably another
where
one.
you fucking Janet.
Yeah, exactly. Like me and Janet got together.
See, and that's
I'm gonna
the thing.
have to hit that motherfucker in the back of the head.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. You
I'm
can't
gonna have to hit him in the back of the head.
You can't go look at yourself in your other multiverses because you're gonna want to be in one of the others. But man, I can't go back to mine. I need to clock this motherfucker in the head.
I just need
and
to
go
hit him
start
one
banging
time.
Janet. But
Just
think
once,
about it. No,
just
think
once.
about it though.
Sonny, just one
Because you
time.
clock him upside the head one time, you go try to fuck Janet, and Janice will be like, "Who the fuck are you? You ain't the Mike I know."
She know the difference. Look, I'm from
She
the
know
other
the
dimensions.
difference. Exactly.
You
But
want
like,
this interdimensional dick?
I'm interdimensional Mike.
Like, he's all right. He's got an ice pack. He'll wake up in a fucking few hours. I just need 45 seconds. Give me 45 strong seconds. Yeah, I mean, and I'll be good to go.
You're literally good with like a 5-minute plan where you go into the inner dimension, you clock the Mike that's fucking Janet upside the head with like, you mollywop him, right? You got
45
like,
seconds.
you get the
Tag
flapjack.
in.
You get the
Yeah.
flapjack like 1987
Yeah,
pro
yeah,
wrestling.
yeah.
You
Hit him
come
right
in
in the back
that
of the
motherfucker, you
head.
slap him upside the head, he's out. And then like, he's literally like got like soft, sweet music playing because he's about to go
Yeah,
bang Janet.
yeah.
Janet's in the bed, got the lube and everything, and you show up.
45 seconds.
Like, I can see it right now. You slap him upside the head, and you take his clothes off, and you put him on. And then you go in, and you're like, yo, what up, Janet? And then you take it off, and you get it on, and then you leave. All
45
inside
seconds.
of 5 minutes. Because you smack him upside the head, you
Boom.
change your clothes.
Yeah, that's what's taking me the longest
That's
to do.
3 minutes.
That's it, yeah.
And then you get naked, fucking, and in theory, you're then...
And it's a wrap.
You're back to your own dimension
good
at
to
that
go.
point. But Mike, you never will be able to get over the it's like blowjob on ecstasy, dog. You can't. Don't do that, son. Don't do that.
Hey, look, I just need the one-time experience. I'll be okay. I'll be all right. I'll sit there and reminisce from that time.
Nah, dog, 'cause you're
I
gonna be
knocked
like-
myself out and fuck Janet.
You're gonna be. You're gonna be like, yo, I'm going back in the multiverse, so I'm gonna go fuck Janet again.
Nah.
Nah, dog, because
look,
if you have access to that portal where you can go into the
I'd have to
multiverse,
destroy it, so I couldn't. I'd have
no
to.
man should have that much power.
Exactly.
God, if there was a multiverse where I could go out and bang Emma Watson,
Yeah, see, there's probably where you are.
dog, I wouldn't even try to come back. I'd be like, fuck that, I need 45 years, son.
You're gonna do like Jet Li did in the one and just kill his own self off
Yeah.
in that dimension. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to be here anymore. You don't deserve this power. I
Yeah.
got this.
Yeah, you shouldn't even be here right now. You don't know how to appreciate this.
I'm gonna worship the grass you walk on. Fuck you, motherfucker. You gotta go.
Right.
You can't be here.
Nah, but see, all that will just fuck everything up because there's no way you could be whoever you were in that multiverse to that person.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you know, kill yourself, get into it, and then you would break up within 6 months with this person that you love and that you're crazy about. But you know what?
Wait, wait, you still got it. Yeah, still got
wait.
that ass.
You got it. But you know what's really cool? All right, here's the theory. In the multiverse where I got to kill myself to bang Emma Watson for at least 6 months, when I break up with Emma Watson, I got that stank on me, right? So then like the other bitches are smelling me, right?
Got the stank
Then the
on
other
him.
bitches are smelling me, right? They're like, oh shit, this dude's got something going because he was fucking Emma Watson for like however many years
So you
before.
say you gonna take the level up?
Exactly, it's a level up. Because then I can ask out Kristen Stewart when I run into her, and it's no big deal.
That's what fucker said, man. I got that steak on me.
Yeah, once I get that stank on my
Stupid
hand,
motherfucker say, yeah, I got the steak on me. Yeah. He gonna kill his other self.
It like
Fuck
fucking
him for 6 months, fuck it up.
That
They
ain't-
got the steak on
Although-
me.
It's like Peter Griffin ain't washed his hand when he should.
Yeah, yeah.
God damn it.
Although, see, with that theory though, maybe I should just pull a mic and mollywop myself upside the head, bang her a couple times, and then use that stank on my hang low when I come back. So I just still got the, I still have that
Look, you're
that
already
level
being
up.
greedy. You're already being greedy because you said a couple times, nigga. I said 45
Nah,
seconds.
dog, I don't need that. I need more than 45
Hey,
seconds.
look, 45 seconds good for me. I know I can make that happen in 45.
Bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Because she gonna know it ain't me when I get the giggity
Right,
giggity.
right.
When I hit that I'm like, boom, there goes dynamite.
Yeah.
And then I gotta go.
She used to be like, you ain't never premature ejaculated like that before.
And then I'm gone, and then the other me wakes up rubbing his head like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I did what to you?
I did what?
I ain't never come that fast in my life, girl.
It must be because I
Couldn't
hit my
have been me.
head. I must have fell or something. I think I hit my head, but I did bust though, right? Yeah, you did. Okay. All right, that's all that matters.
That's complicated shit. These are complicated powers. This is probably a good thing I don't have.
But I'm just saying, if they were,
Oh, dude, I'd be all over it if I had that fucking portal.
I'd like to see a couple versions of me
Nah,
to see
dude,
what they
because
are.
you know what? If I'm going with that route, I'm cycling through all of them, and I'm going through finding all the ones where I'm banging chicks I want to bang, and I'm just doing that
So
forever.
you're just mollywopping all your
I'm
other
just sliding
ones.
through
God
all the
damn,
time. Maybe you know what I'm doing is, you know what? It might be slicker to like, stake them out, figure out when I normally leave for work, and then just slide back up in and be like, hey, yo. I was thinking maybe I'd go for a quickie.
Oh,
You know what
okay.
I'm
So
saying?
you fucking your others significant
When I'm not
other-
there.
Well, yeah, while you're not there, that's.
That might be better. I'll wait
I
for
don't even
myself
know-
to leave.
I don't even think that's really fucked up though. You know what I mean? That's actually
The only
more-
thing that would be fucked up is when she's like, that was a nice quickie this morning, and when my normal self in that dimension's like, I didn't come back for a quickie, bitch. I got in the car and went to work.
Yeah. That's gonna be an argument. You're gonna break up that relationship.
Yeah, well, I would have hit it already, so,
Exactly.
you
You're just carrying that stink to the next area.
Right.
You're carrying stank to stank to stank. That's what you're doing.
Nah, like I'm gonna go
You're
back
building
after
up
each.
your stank.
I'm gonna go back after each one and get a good shower in, but I'm still gonna have that psychological stank
That's
on my
what I'm saying.
hang low.
You're carrying
Yeah.
stank to stank to stank is what you're doing. You're building up your stank
Right.
tank.
I'm building up my profile. Absolutely. I'll be like, in actual reality, in alternative dimensions, I have banged, Natalie Portman and Emma
Look,
Watson.
there's another reality where he's in where he got kids.
Yeah, that's right. With Emma Watson.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
I've got Emma Watson babies in an alternate dimension.
God damn it.
She's like, can you take them little bastards over to this playground for a while, can you?
Goddamn it, bitch! I gotta go to work.
Yeah, Emma, I'll take them to the playground.
No, that's the one where I
I've
gotta
got
go
to
to
go
work.
sell me some gin on the black market, I do.
He goes to work. You come in. Hey, before you go on that black market, you want this dick?
Let me get some of this. let me give you some of this dick.
This is how come we already got all these kids anyway. I'm not worried. I can bust one more in. You knowing that you can't.
Yeah, for real. I'll turn her into a little old lady in the shoe with all the children and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then leave.
But see, you can't have any. So you're
know, it'd
good.
be a
You
beautiful thing.
You be busting blanks through the dimensions.
I'll be out shooting blanks all throughout the dimensions. We'll be like, you did what? Yeah, man, I threw blanks all up in these bitches.
Yep.
Mila Kunis, Kristen Stewart,
Mila Kunis is a good one, yeah.
running through them all, dog. Fucking Stacey Dash. The full nine. I'd be like, I went back into time and hit Alicia Silverstone in like 2000.
Are you talking about Clueless?
I do them all, dog. I go everywhere. Run through the whole thing. Everywhere.
Might as well. You got the.
I'm saying, if I got the interdimensional portals where I can go find wherever in the realities of interdimensions that I have lived with other women and banged them bitches, man, shit.
You got the tank of stank to do it. See.
That's right. But I'm gonna come back to here in this real world and be all old. It's still pulling bitches.
Cause you got that tank of stank.
That's right. I got the tank of stank all built up.
They're ready to go. I'm good to go.
See, we need Lisa involved in this conversation.
Stank tank conversation.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm not interested in finding women, but if I found women in alternate dimensions that I could go bang already,
Come across the one that was bad at you.
I'm piggybacking off the work that I have done
That
in
you already done.
alternative dimensions.
Exactly. That's it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a couple versions of myself, see how they all turned out doing whatever they was doing.
Well, I look at it like because there's the infinite possibilities, so you got to
Yeah.
find the good ones and go and get something off of those. Learn something
hell,
from the good ones and
you can
avoid
learn-
the bad
you can
ones.
definitely learn something from the bad ones.
I know, but hopefully you can learn something from the good ones without depressing yourself. Look how much worse it could be.
Yeah. But the bad ones make you appreciate the shit you got. Like, shit, well, he doing bad, but I don't think he doing real. Oh, yeah, he's doing bad. Look at him.
I don't know, man.
Could have that motherfucker out there sucking dick for a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Like, damn,
Yeah.
yo.
Damn, bacon on that cheeseburger? That's just straight cheeseburger.
Come on, man.
Hold on. Would that change how you suck the dick, man? If there was bacon on
I don't
that?
know. I don't
You
think
get some ball action
I
for
don't
some
think,
bacon
man,
cheeseburgers.
I don't know. If I was in a situation where I was sucking dick for cheeseburgers, I think that had to have some bacon on that shit, man. You know what I mean?
Like, you're not talking about a greasy bag with a couple of cheeseburgers in it from 20
Yeah.
minutes or an hour ago. You're talking like, nah, them shits are going to the grill right now.
Like, you want that,
Yeah,
you want that
fresh,
Five
yeah.
Guys
Right, I
burger.
need that fresh off the
Like,
bag
I'm
Five
gonna play in
Guys.
front of Burger King or something like that, you know what I mean? So we just walk right in there and get that cheeseburger with the bacon, you know what I mean?
In the drive-thru.
Yeah, right in there.
George, it's like, yo, ask for that with bacon. You want it with bacon? Yeah, you want me to keep sucking your dick?
Naps and knackers.
Gotcha, bitch!
Bring that thing over here.
The juice starts a glory hole, all you got to do is bring a bacon cheeseburger. I dropped a bacon cheeseburger over a fence with a hole in it and stuck my dick through the fence and the hole in the fence.
Been blowing red.
Yeah, but I had bacon cheeseburger bits on my dick afterwards.
God dang, bro. Jeez,
Motherfucker come home, baby, why you smell like Burger King?
bro. Sucking dick for burgers, man. Jesus Christ. Fuck.
It's not like a week of meals. It's like
It's just that's one
A burger.
That's a burger, bro. What do you do? What do you do
Motherfuckers gotta eat,
after?
man.
What do you
Motherfuckers
do
gotta
after?
eat.
You know what I mean? You suck the whole dick for what?
yeah, but I mean that equivalates
meal,
out.
man.
That equivalates out to like $6 an hour. That's not good money. You're not getting good money for a
That's
blowjob for
minimum
a
wage
burger.
right now.
It's lower than minimum
Yeah,
wage.
just a little bit, not by much.
You earning under the minimum wage by sucking dick for a burger. That's why they do it for more.
Give me the fries and the shake with that.
Saying.
I need the whole
That
meal.
blowjob come with fries and a shake, baby?
I want the large. Which one you want, medium? I want the large.
So stupid, yo. Oh my god. How does this happen? What happens
It's a
here?
rainy day. That's all it is.
Is that what this is?
It's a rainy day. It's gonna be raining like a motherfucker for the next 2
Ladies and
days.
gentlemen, pardon the foulness. Apparently it's a rainy day and we've gone a little fouler than normal.
I think we're right on par.
We think we're on par?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
We ain't got too far. We ain't talking about nobody's booty hole and shit. You know what I mean? So I think we're
Yeah, I
doing
mean,
pretty
I
good.
went into dimensional fucking of many women, but none of them did I stick it in their booty
Yeah.
hole.
That's why Flash does it all the time.
Yeah,
What was that?
Flash does it all the time.
Oh, Flash fucking
yeah.
bitch in the booty hole real
Yeah.
quick.
Nah, go
you
pop
gonna
it in
talk
that
about
air
his
dimension.
Oh yeah. His last trash ass DC movie. Yeah.
You're not a butt sex kind of guy. DC. That's more of a part of Marvel cast, I would think.
Who? Nah, that's all DC.
Yeah, but I mean, DC don't fuck with butt sex, I would think. They soft on that. That's, you know.
Yeah, I guess DC do some.
I don't
butt
think
sex.
DC or Marvel are
I think
probably trying to talk about
did.
that.
Batman definitely did. Catwoman, he had to have.
You think he stuck it in her booty hole?
Yeah, Catwoman definitely took it.
Yeah, for sure.
Catwoman definitely took it like a champ. She asked for it.
You talking Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman?
Any of them.
Like any of the Catwomen?
Any of the Catwomen.
So Halle Berry.
Halle
or-
Berry, Michelle Pfeiffer, the one bitch, Nicole Southern, Eartha Kitt, all of them. All
So
of them.
Poison Ivy?
That's Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman. You know, I never found her attractive at all.
She's not that hot. I
Nah.
couldn't turn her down because I like skinny girls, you know what I mean? But like,
But Uma
She's
Thurman
not-
just her and
she's
there
not
was the
that
other
hot.
bitch that played in Julie Roberts.
her mouth's too big.
It's the teeth. Yes.
Her mouth's too
Yeah,
big.
it's something right
You
here.
remember the Koopa Troopers in that live action Mario movie with John Leguizamo?
Yeah, yeah.
That's how her mouth looks to me.
Yeah, it's like
all the way across. It's like if you literally cut the mouth from ear to ear and put it in that mouth. Like Julia Roberts' mouth is mad huge. Like
See,
my dick ain't near big enough to let.
thought it was a teeth.
My dick ain't near big enough to let Julia Roberts suck my dick because it would just be dwarfed by that mouth.
They're like a mouth with no walls. Her mouth has no walls.
Yeah. Like she could probably like eat like an apple in like 2 bites.
Guarantee
Her
you,
mouth
she
is
can
mad
take,
huge,
she can take
yo.
the whole dick and balls to the base, and you still ain't touching nothing at all.
She got the whole dick in the mouth and is like, so do you want to go out to dinner later?
Yeah, still talking to you like, wait a minute, hold on. Did you just tuck this to the side? Like, where'd my shit go? Like, how are you still talking to me? I didn't even feel teeth. What the fuck? What the hell's going on here? Like, bitch, I gotta go. I'm ashamed of myself.
Yeah, your mouth makes me feel like inadequate.
That's what it is, though. Like, I never found her attractive.
Yeah, she's like I said, I like skinny chicks. So she's thin. So I'm not gonna like. I'll be like, all right, well.
What's the one bitch out? Charlize Theron.
Look at this mouth though. That shit is huge, dog.
See, I don't think it's the mouth. It's the teeth. I think she got big teeth.
I don't know, man. It's a bit of both.
I think it's the teeth. The mouth I could probably deal with. The teeth is the teeth. But she do look like she could swallow a whole lot.
Right.
Like
she
a
can
whole
fit a
lot.
whole lot in that mouth.
Yeah, there's a lot
She
of
got
them there.
both your balls and your cock in your
Yeah, the
mouth,
plunger.
and she's talking to you.
Yeah,
So what are we gonna do after this? Now that I'm plunging you.
because you
What
teabag,
are we doing after this?
you teabagging, and
taking
you're
me to
like,
Longhorn?
what the hell's going on
She's like, are
here?
you taking me to Longhorn Steakhouse after this?
Like, fuck, bitch. She's sitting there drinking a soda while she's fucking got your balls and shit in her mouth. You feel the sizz coming from the coke, like, oh, you tickling your shit.
She's like, you like the way that Coca-Cola fizzles on your balls?
yeah, she's talking, drinking, and sucking your shit at the same time. All 3 things is happening.
All
right
of it's
there.
happening at once.
Like, wait, what the fuck, bitch?
Julia, I think you got a really big mouth. Oh, you think?
But that's what it is with her. Like, fucking, Doc Verboten thinks she's just fucking beautiful. I'm like, nah, she's not. Not on my scale of beauty. I don't think she's beautiful at all.
Right.
But a lot of women that some people find attractive, I don't. Yeah, that's just how it is.
Who is the hottest chick that you think is not attractive to most people?
Oh wow, damn, that's a good heart.
Like
right
who's
there.
who's one that you don't think's attractive that you think that you and I would think is attractive?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one at all because I
You
like
softball me a question and can't even answer.
yeah, because it got me because I'm like, damn, people say like, what's that one bitch, man? Oh, fuck. We said Uma Thurman. We said the other bitch that was in Kill Bill.
You mean Daryl Hannah?
No, the bitch that was the Kill Bill bitch.
Uma Thurman.
Yeah, her.
Okay.
People think she's attractive, but I don't see that at all.
She gets a meh.
Not even a man for me.
I'm meh for her. I'm like meh.
I'm like, nah, I can go ahead. And
Like if
pass
she was
on
like,
that.
you want to have dinner with me? I'd be like, okay. Like I won't be like, yes. You know what I mean? I won't be like texting. Like if Emma Watson asked me to have dinner, if Emma Watson asked me to have dinner with her, I'm texting y'all, yo, Emma Watson just asked me to have dinner.
I'm like, there you go.
Losing
Good
my
job.
mind.
But
I'm
see-
texting like everybody I know.
like your girl right there. I don't find her attractive.
Who?
Your shit. I forgot her name that quick, and we talk
Emma?
about Emma Watson. Yeah,
Emma. Yeah, you're
I
not
don't
that into her.
Yeah, I don't find Emma.
Fair
like,
enough.
Granted, she's cute, but she's not like somebody I holler at. I'm like, I say, what's up, girl? How you doing?
Uh-huh.
It's all good, and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like, what's the other bitch, man? The bitch that played the original Wednesday. Now the girl, not.
Christina Ricci,
Is that the one?
the one that was in
the
Black
Addams
Snake
Family.
Moan.
Yes, her.
Yeah. You don't think she's that hot?
She looks good, but I wouldn't fall head over heels for her type shit. You know what I mean?
Who would you?
Selma
other
Hayek.
than Janet?
Selma Hayek.
Selma Hayek.
Oh man, yeah, she'd catch it. Selma Hayek all day. What's the other chick? Sofia Vergara. The white
She didn't
chick.
even said her name. like she would have said it.
Yeah.
Like,
That's respect.
That's
yeah, put respect on the name.
You put respect on her name.
Respect on the name,
Say,
man.
on my name.
yo, you know who I'll follow off a cliff? Sofia Vergara.
Yeah.
Respect on that name.
I put respect on her name by pronunciation.
Huh.
Mike is the motherfucker that like mispronounces people's names all the time.
All day.
All the
fucking
time.
day long.
He will mispronounce somebody's name. I'll say the name. I'll be like Lucy Liu. He'll be like Lucy Liu. And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's another one. Yeah, Lucy
can
Liu.
get it.
Man, I don't know something about that porcelain doll look. Like it's just her look. Like she can stare at me, and I'll beat off right there. Like, okay, got you. Yes, ma'am. You know what I mean? It's something with that shit, like in Kill Bill, when they zoomed in on her when she was staring down Uma Thurman. Man, what?
yeah.
Ain't gotta say shit to me.
Yeah.
Not a
when
fucking
they're having a sword fight in the
yeah,
snow.
and just stare down, just
Yeah.
with the music playing. That beep, beep,
She'd be like, Michael, pull your
beep.
dick out. You'd be like,
And she's telling me with her eyes. She ain't even saying it. She's telling me with her eyes.
she doesn't even say it, and Mike just
yeah.
whipped his dick out.
Okay. Your eyes told me everything I need to hear.
Mike make eye contact with Lucy Liu, just starts
See,
beating off.
that's the look, Nick. That's the look, bro. That's the look. You look
Yeah,
at
that's
Lucy
the
Liu.
look. That's
the
hungry
look.
eye for sure.
Yeah.
Get you an immediate stroke. Yeah, that's the look.
Okay. Like the one I wouldn't Drew Barrymore.
Okay.
You know, like when the Charlie's Angels came out, that's the other bitch. What was the skinny bitch in Charlie's Angels?
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah,
She got a
another
big
one.
mouth too.
Yeah.
I think it's more of her.
Say her mouth is mad
Yeah, her
big.
mouth, but it's something about her that I don't know. It's like it's the quirkiness.
Like,
I think
yeah.
it's something with that. Like I'm like,
Because she doesn't seem together enough.
It's not even that she doesn't seem to.
No, the quirkiness seems like there's like an instability in the brain.
Because that's the one that did the movie with Adam Sandler, right? Where she was that was Drew Barrymore, the 50 Days thing, where he took her out over and over because she couldn't remember shit.
51st days or whatever. Fuck.
Now think about that for a second. This motherfucker had children with this bitch. Like he had to remind her every day that hey, I love you and we're together, but was able to do it enough times to fuck her and have kids by this bitch.
I don't know, dog. That sounds like a terrible, terrible thing, man.
But I'm just saying, like,
I don't know, dog. I'm saying, like, I hang out with a bitch that remembers me, and it don't go well. Like,
but this motherfucker had kids with a bitch that he had to remind every day. Like, how do you have kids by a motherfucker that you got to remind every day that she gets them, she pregnant? Like, what happened here?
that must be some good memento pussy.
They had,
You know what I'm saying?
That's
that memento pussy right
that
there,
movie
dog.
was the shit. That shit fucked with me. That
Yeah.
movie right there fucked with me.
That's a hard one.
That was a good one though. But what's the plot twist happening? You're like, holy shit, that one got me good. I like that one. But like you would think, because they lived on a boat at the end of it. They were living off the boat off an island. Only fucking a few people knew that this bitch didn't have the memory, but this motherfucker's fucking around. Hey, how was they? It was like I was fucking a brand new person. Like you was getting different pussy every time she woke up.
Did he had to like explain to her what was going on every morning or some shit?
Damn near, like she had to watch the video and go through the photo album to realize that okay,
God damn, it really is memento pussy.
yeah. Like she literally had to. That's what got me at the end. I was like, wait a minute, this motherfucker done had children by this bitch. And he had to fuck her and fucking remind her every day.
Yeah, dude. I introduced myself once, and that's enough for me. I ain't
But
doing
how
that again.
strong is your game to fuck a bitch the first fucking night that she remembers you?
No way.
You know what I'm saying? Have you reintroduced
No,
yourself?
there's no fucking way. Like I pulled some one-nighters on a first night shit before.
But this motherfucker
but,
had
like,
to do it damn near all
I
the
ain't
fucking
doing
time.
it. Like, ain't no one-nighter I've had where I was like, you know what? Let me do that again with this bitch.
Over and over and
You know
over.
what I mean?
Yeah, he was nailing her every first date, apparently.
No.
Yeah.
He had a lot of plans, I guess. I don't know.
But that takes it back to how psycho this dude was.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy motherfucker.
Like you're a crazy motherfucker
Yeah.
right there. That's
do that,
straight
yeah.
memento pussy.
Exactly. 50 First Dates is a fucking fucked up ass movie.
I'll be like,
when
I
you
gotta
break
go,
it
man.
down.
At least she ain't gonna remember me.
Did
So
Sandler
does
write
she
that?
never get her memory back?
No.
Fuck that,
Nah.
dude.
I think she did at the end, didn't she?
She gets it back after she watches the videos and sees the photos.
Every morning.
It comes back. Every morning she has to play this fucking VCR tape.
Yeah, but didn't
literally-
she have to stop watching the video at the end of the movie? Or no?
No,
I don't
she
remember.
still has to watch it. That's how they're on the boat. She gets up, she comes out, says, "Oh, hey, morning, da 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 da," and then goes to sleep, and it's reset like Groundhog Day.
Sounds awful.
But think about how fucked up the dude is to be like, I gotta be the one to fuck her every day, cause can't nobody deal with this shit except for me. I'm the one that's gonna fuck this bitch every day. He can go out and fuck any different bitch he want, but he gonna fuck this bitch that ain't got no memory of what the fuck he done. That's crazy.
Nah, I'm not interested. Nah. Cause like, if bitches be on some, what have you done for me lately shit, you know that shit ain't gonna be acceptable, and that
She ain't gonna remember.
she ain't gonna remember
You
nothing.
can say whatever. I ain't
She's
done
still
a
gonna want to
goddamn
know what
thing.
you did for her lately. What have you done for me lately? Adam Sandler. Not a damn thing.
They can take fake pictures, say we did this.
Like they had kids together, you say?
Yeah, good.
How many years was he having 50 first dates?
That's what I'm saying.
Disgusting. It sounds
That's
like.
what I'm saying. When
Sounds
you
like-
really think about this shit with that movie, it's a fucked up movie.
Dude, shit is fucked up everywhere. Lisa was telling me how to internet stalk bitches to find ones to date. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Look for cute girls on the internet and send them messages on the internet. What is that other
That's
than
the fuck
internet
it is.
stalking? I know.
There ain't no difference in what
It's
you're
like
doing
the
on the app.
proof and Tinder's the same thing.
No, but
but
it's
that's the
down.
same-
No, because they have to swipe to give you the opportunity to say anything to them.
Yeah, well,
you
they-
just looking them up on the fucking web on some
All right,
Facebook
well, they
shit.
got
Look,
an
I like
opportunity-
your pic. I like your picture, bitch. What's
All right,
up?
well, they got an
You want
opportunity
a
to
dick pic?
respond or not.
Yeah.
So it's the same difference.
I know, but it's like
It
It's the
is.
same difference.
it's stalking.
It's the same shit.
Stalking.
That's what I was like.
Facebook is stalking. That's all that is.
I know. I don't make random friends I don't know on Facebook.
But it's stalking
I don't
if you
do that.
keep on sending the
Congratulations to you, Jew. But
It's stalking if you constantly sending the request over and over and over like, hey bitch.
Well, yeah.
Hey bitch. Hey bitch. How you doing? You looking nice. You
Yeah, you
looking
can't keep
nice.
doing that.
You looking nice. You looking scrumptious. Hey, wanna get together? Wanna get together? You know what I
hey there,
mean?
Scrum Diddly-umptious. How you doing today?
If you keep doing that, then yeah, you're stalking.
Yeah,
but
you're
if you just say,
stalking.
hey, what's up? And they respond back and you have a conversation, it's not stalking.
Yeah, but like you're opening yourself up to being called a stalker by sending bitches you don't know messages on there.
That's also true.
You know.
But they got
it's just
the opportunity to respond back, like you said. It's on the response. If they respond back, then all right, cool. You got an open conversation now.
Right.
You just don't be a creeper.
Yeah, don't keep hitting them up.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, we have to bring this episode of the Mason and Friends Show to a close.
Oh yeah.
We'd like to thank you so much for listening. We'd like to encourage you to listen to old episodes as well as new episodes.
Like, share, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen.
Give another shout out to Glass Flow Art.
Yeah.
Up to the book game. If you're interested, I got copies of Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, 1984 by George Orwell,
There you go.
and A Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. And if you're interested in any one of these books or all three, hit me up. I will send you copies.
And there you go. There you go.
Holla at your boy.
Reading is fundamental.
Big up to Lisa's kid, to Jude. Whatever.
There you go. The Jude.
The Jude.
Yeah, that's actually a good one right there.
Yeah, I'm sending him some books, so hopefully he's listening and reading.
There you go.
Well, at least I don't want him listening, but you know.
He's sneaky listening.
I know he's sneaking listening. What's up, dog? What's up?
happening, man?
What's happening, man?
Don't
Shout
tell
out,
your mama.
shout out, Young Blood. Don't tell your
Don't
mama.
tell your mom that we know that you listen.
bro.
Fair enough.
I don't think he's listening.
I got you.
Anyways, but yeah, be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen, keep moving forward.
That's right, y'all. Keep grinding on the things you're trying to get done, because that's how they get done.
We believe in you.
Don't forget, we love you very, very much. We wish you nothing but the
Love
best.
y'all.
And peace be with you.
Gone.
Peace.